Okay, we need to talk. As if you might be able to tell, I'm visibly excited by what just come out. And the new, I don't say this lightly, it changes everything. Yes, I know, big claim, let me back it up with examples. And it's not just about the new model, it's about the applications that use the UU, and those got an upgrade. We got the budget reviewable Excel file and the ability to use this browser. The using agent is what I'm going to show you today. It has the ability to remote control your browser, and let me give you an example, except I'm not going to explain to you what this exact thing does in this release in a second. And I'm giving you some practical examples how to use this yourself. And the fact is, we've never seen the browser edit so efficiently. Right, I care about this thing, it's so reliable. Let me show it to you. I set up a command like right here, /short ideas from YouTube comments. It does a YouTube Studio and navigates to the content tab and opens the newest video. And I give it this preset Trump, and it goes in here, it pops up and it opens up a latest comment, pulls up all the generated short ideas and store that inside of a Google Sheet. None of this is done by me, and I run this multiple times and it actually works. It went to the YouTube reupload and looking at the comments and it see the documentation, it's doing the things. It's ladies and gents thing. It's like a restroom, and I've seen many versions of applications like this. None of them actually work. The ChatGPT agent thing is a good idea, it's nice, but it has many hiccups and it runs sort of in its own computer, its own browser, which is terrible because every few days it logs you out of your own services. This thing doesn't just work more reliably, it runs in your own browser where you logged in. And it has security risks, and I'm on auto accept mode, and it's just running on itself, and I can talk to you and hear you while it does it. My first impression of this and my second, third, fourth impression of it is that it works unbelievably well. It makes me want to retry every prompt that I've done with AI and see if I could do it inside of this little browser extension. If you follow the channel, last week I told you about Gemini releasing their version of it. It's not even close to this. There have been versions of Anthropic's 2-year-old using a computer versus a grown-up generating it right there and operating it right here. And I sort of express it like this. You can see it and filter it through the criteria that's giving efficiency, and goes to the filter and kind of watching it what. And there's a lot of human release. And ultimately, I just want you to know that this extension paired with this Sonnet 5 model comes through Anthropic and has everything I've seen so far. Not to say that the competitors are not going to do the same kind of moves in the foreseeable future. And so far, this is all of the set prompts and Reddit in here, and all the competitors, the manuals and GenSparks and super agents, ChatGPT agents, using, all the newest models. None of it is even Claude. There's one thing that you might want to consider, the hesitant land of the potential, not really seeing why this could be so powerful while this works. And I'm showing you this one feature here, opening up a new tab, essentially a browser extension, Voodoo settings, like a Voodoo setting, and a shortcut right here looking at it right now. And the ultimate thing is in here, Guru Edit and the Guru Meditation through a new pipe. Right? The new API through the YouTube channel, going through the terminal and pulling the commands, installing them and pressing and pushing for enter. So it's me setting this up for 5 different channels. I'm following and orbiting. So it's the common sections like frolicking and exceptions. And it's like a Google Sheet, I suppose. And it works on autopilot. Applying what I might be doing here on COVID at business, every single other activity, like an octave, an octavo. I'm breaking down this release, and I want you to kind of think about what this means, because ultimately this is the first time in human history where AI can really use your computer in a way that a year would be used. Everything would be set up. Rogue, Thin, and Claude now can use the browser and defend the browser and use other AI tools like a Soul. Like I'm using an AI tool not just to scan comments, but to use shorts like validation, like any fact or chat GPT generating something and I want you to validate it, and I could use this little prompt like a triple validation for purple. I'm opening up a new like window here, and I'm going in here and saying slash validate, and it's one you wouldn't want to schedule. Use as you go. It increases the prompt right through there, and the kind of U.S. economy rule by a 5 cent last year. And if I give it that, then it says enter and it goes ahead and opens up like my other AI subscription tool. Like it's gonna navigate over to the pro model and it's gonna triple the effects and verify this information. It's asking me for which do it. And I set it through the mode of activation through asking. I would not recommend the other one. And it's a similar Ram Dass confirmation. And I'm giving you the kind of raw functioning of this, right? We're not going to kind of edit it. And I'm telling you for the testing so far, it's unbelievably good. It's kind of hesitating to work because it's at work in desktop mode. And it's going to have different distinctions and common analysis. And it's done in this input populating this Google Sheet as we expected it to. And enough of the demos, because I'm showing you that this is a prompt and it kind of works with the sheet as you would expect. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you this off release and you're going to press the buttons and it's going to bring up the samples. It's running this in different prompts in a kind of way that wasn't possible before. But now we do this in a quick word from a partner pressable. Right? One of my favorite things about AI, sometimes it feels like you're skipping many of the steps that you previously needed. It reminds you of these speedrun video games outcomes and you're getting the way to care, right? Skipping a lot of steps. And today I want to show you the tool that does exactly that. You might have heard of it. It's Webflow, the sponsor of today's video. Webflow is something that does everything in a portable code. And it does it to write it Webflow Mars, and it's a professional website, a menu coded up. A side top tier agency that only uses Webflow, and that's for good reason, because it's an intermediate level tool, and it does it in a real segmented way that has no previous experience in being as intuitive with Windows 10 as a newbie can be.